What's something you would tell to help people with that, like to have a more flexible mindset around that and not have that resistance to what it is that they do not want?
Well, because so resisting what we resist persists. That goes back to feeding the darkness. So think of it as if you're feeding the thing that you don't want. The dominant thought in your mind persists, or that's it becomes the dominant thought in your mind really becomes you're really manifesting. It doesn't mean that we're not going to have a negative thought. Like I'm not sitting here telling you I never have a negative thought or I never have a bad thought go through my head. That's not true. Is it less? Yes, because I've been practicing this. So one, it's a practice like anything else, any other habit, like going to the gym, eating right, all those things that are habits that need to be created over time. And so what I try to do is make the positive thought greater. So if I have a negative thought, then I want to, switch that. And the best way I could do it, my good friend Tommy Voris, he and I would talk about all the time is the 5 minute wallow. And so what you want to do is get a little notebook, like maybe one that's small enough that you can fit in your pocket or you can keep. And anytime you have one of those moments, you set a timer for 5 minutes. I'm not joking, like literally set a timer for 5 minutes and then write what you're mad about, what came up. And then at the end, when that buzzer goes off, you have to say, now what can I do? And it really changed my mindset because it allowed me to vent. And then I got better and better at venting, and it got shorter and shorter. So then I didn't even need the 5 minute timer after a while because I would write everything I need to write, and then I would look at my clock, and I would have 4 minutes left. I would write down the thing that I was mad about in 1 minute or less, and then I would be right on to okay, what am I going to do? So you're creating a muscle. You're like, okay, this came at me. What am I going to do? And that's where you're empowered. That's when you're creating your freedom. And that's when you're creating your life. You're not saying the, oh, woe is me, but it takes practice. So I would start with a 5 minute wallow. You give yourself 5 minutes to wallow because you also learn, you get to write what the heck's going on. And then you say, you draw a line in that notepad. Now, what am I going to do?